Greetings, this is the Baron, and today I bring you a series of battles versus the Chadster. I cycle through decks throughout the rounds, and I believe he might switch decks a few times too, so I don't really have deck picks for anything that's going to be shown today, right now, but I'll do my best to explain it as we go. Enjoy. Alright, so first to look at my deck. For this first battle, I am running the same deck I ran in the Lord of the Jank tournament from the Timmy Talks challenge. So I'm running full Tron over here, one strip, play set of deserts, because that really helps me stop that quick damage from like Savannah Lions and Javelineers and other little weird bastards. I got 4 factories in there, same thing, just a higher level of stopping early damage, and I can couple that with the deserts, of course, to stop even bigger threats. 4 cities of brass, because I need, I think, 3 colors in here. I got, yeah, white, green, and red in here. Although the only green card is the one Titania Song, I still need access to it, and the only access I have is these City of Brasses and maybe the Felwar Stones. I've got 2 plains and 1 mountain. That's not a pile there, it's just that. 2 plains, 1 mountain, 4 City of Brass. Those are my colored sources. So here's a look at the deck here. I've got some mana acceleration with the Soul Ring, 2 Ivory Towers, again, just to help mitigate the damage. Because the longer the game goes, the better it is for me, because I'm running Tron. That's just how it rolls. I've got, check this out, white mana battery and a red mana battery. I'm so excited to run these cards. Really, like, this deck I built to just really feel like a deck I used to play back in high school, or before even, like when I first started playing, when like 4th edition came out, and I was playing at 4th edition and Chronicles cards. This is the kind of deck I would have, except like no black borders. I am running 1 balance in here because I'm all about wrathing, and that's just another Wrath of God for me. Plus I might be able to do some hand destruction, even land destruction with it. The land could hurt me on that card, but it's usually worth it to do a Wrath. 4 disenchants, 4 actual Wrath of Gods, 2 disrupting scepters, 2 rocket launchers, 2 big books, 4 copies of the Hive, because that's kind of like my main kill, really, is the Hive tokens, and then rocket launcher you for the finish, or disintegrate you for the finish. And then I'm running 2 of the big boys, these 8 drops, Aladdin's Ring. 8 to cast, 8 and tap, deal 4 damage to any target. It's, you know, I'm not going to say it's a terrible card, but it's not something you see played often. I am running 3 disintegrates, because that's really something I want to do, is get a lot of stupid mana with these Tron lands and cast it, disintegrate, and just blow you away. And I do have the 1 copy of the Titania Song in here, because it is another way just to close this game out. If I drop that and I got like 2 hives and a mana barrier on the field, that's a big threat. Especially post-Wrath, with a clear board, that 1 card could just end the game. My sideboard is got 2 Jade Statues, 3 Red Blasts, 2 Divine Offerings, a 3rd Scepter, and a bunch of COPs. So that's what I'm running. Let's take a look at what Chad's got going on. The Chadster is running a pretty familiar deck. Bantam Geddon up in here, along with a Winter Orb, and a bunch of rocks and elves and some power in there to help him get through all his own nasty tricks. This deck is actually did pretty well in the Paladins tournament that was held, or I guess the Paladins Tuesday night Gambit Challenge, whatever it's called. So we were kind of flexing his Paladin deck versus my Timmy Talks Jank deck. Let's see how it goes. So as you can see from the deck picks, it's not really a good matchup for me. I need my Tron lands, and he wants to get them away, and that's just going to just decimate me. Although, at least with the Winter Orb, if I can get some artifact mana... Oh man, look at that. Turn 1, 3, 4, 5 mana. Oh no. What are we going to see happen? Serra Angel, he had it. Whew. Yikes. I mean, it's 4 cards out of his hand. He's down to 3, but who could deal with a 4/4 flyer Vigilance turn 1? Let's see if I can keep up. Alright, that'll help, you know, ease the pain a bit, having that life gain there. Let's see how it goes. Desert, that's not going to bother me. Coming in for 4, smacks me down to 16. Yikes. Like I was saying, so if I can get the Tron out and active, and I can get a tower to untap every turn, plus the lands I play, plus the artifact rocks, I could really, you know, stay in it. Although my deck's not going to do what it's meant to do. You know, I'm not going to have those giant fireballs, the crazy, what do you call it, rocket launchers. But I'd have to, like, you know, untap, and just super slow me down. And his deck's just going to work way better than mine. But let's see how it's going here. Oh, he's taking out one of my towers. That's rough. Smacks you down to 14. I go up to 17 on my upkeep. And let's see. I've only got one land to play. Alright, there's a tower. That's all I got, because I need to gain that life. I need to, you know, stop the bleeding. But there it comes. Smacks me down to 13. What else? Oh, and he takes away my second tower. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Okay. Now what do I need? Are there plows in this deck? I got no white. So, not looking good here. Maybe I could find, like, a plains and a balance. Even then I have to sacrifice a land. Ooh, there's a dib. Okay. I got 2 factories now, 4 mana. Man, I needed that a long time ago. And, I mean, this is a rough matchup for me. I'm playing a jank deck, total value under $200. And he's playing full Paladin magic, so there's just no library, no Mind Twist, and no Strip Mine. Coming with the mana. There's his 3 big beaters. Ernie, Dib, and the Angel. I get smacked down to 2. There's a Plains. Do I have a balance? If I do, I can come back in this game. There's the mana. Disintegrating away the Sarah. That's not enough to do anything. Oh, that's rough. Yikes. Alright, well, round 1 goes to the Chadster. Let's see what's going to happen in round 2. Getting started right here. Boom, I only got 2 of these in the deck, and I found them both times turn 1. There's my Ivory Tower. He's taking damage right here real fast to drop a Llanowar, and that's fine. I could probably find a desert. Boom, there it is. That'll keep that elf at bay. No, not this turn. Paying 2 mana for what? I don't know. Oh, I attacked. That's why. I dropped down to 17. And there we go. Onto the Chadster. Paying 2. Disenchanting my freaking tower. Oh, man. You know what? They're catching the disenchants, though. So, hopefully my, you know, bigger, better artifacts will be able to stick around. But I need these early things. I need these towers to get me into mid-game. Because he's got the speed. He could, you know, he's dropping mid-range creatures real fast. Boom, he's got 4 mana now. If he's got an Ernie, he could drop it. He could have dropped a Dib last turn if he had it. Taking the damage from the tower. I'm sorry, from the city. Dropping Big Uncle Ernie here. Yikes. You know, what do you call it? City in a bottle would be great right now, but that 1 card is worth more than this whole deck. Look at that. I dropped a red mana battery. Oh, man. This deck really, really brings me back to what I was playing. It really does. This felt good. The only thing I could have did to make it feel better was play entirely white bordered. You know, just play white bordered Tron, white bordered Deserts. But I got the cards now, so I'm using them. That's what I love about old school. You know, now that I have some of the fancier cards, I get to use them. Because I never had it back in the day. I just got destroyed by Power 9 and my opponent's field, Mirror Universe, stuff like that. And now that I got these cards, I'm happy to play with them. You know, I've always been a big anti-blue player, but now that I have the recall and Time Walk, I'm like, alright, I could squeeze blue in this deck. Oh, he dropped the Winter Orb on me. Yikes. Oh, that hurts. Ooh, and there's a Dib. Okay. Smacks me down to 12 here with Uncle Ernie. And I got the city, so I got whatever color mana I need. But with the orb in play, it's not like I could disintegrate something away or anything like that. Even if I was playing Earthquake or Hurricane, he dodges it one way or another with the two creatures he has, the Dib and the Ernie. City in a bottle, man. You gotta play City main deck. I'm all about that. Ooh. Okay. Crumbled my factory away. And that was on activation, so I had nothing to block. I took 8 here, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the one from the elf. Drops you to 4 life. Yikes. Here's my hand where I got a white mana battery, a Aladdin's Ring, 2 Hives, 2 Disintegrates, and a Disrupting Scepter. None of that is saving me here. None of that is saving me. 2 Gens, a Mana Drain, and a Disenchant. Ooh, yeah, he was definitely well more prepared than I was for whatever's going to happen in this game. Well, let's go to another match, why don't we? Here we are, getting started. I think I'm on to play again. Probably. You'd hope so, right? Alright, there's a factory. That's a fine way to start. It's a fine way to start. I want to drop either... If he drops an elf, I want to drop a desert. Ooh, but he's got a Pendlehaven. Either want to drop a desert or a plains here. Because I want to have that white man accessible on me. There it is. In case I need a disenchant or divine offering or a plow or any of that stuff. Or just make sure I can get 2 white men out. That way I could Wrath of God when the time comes. But, and at least, and no matter what it was I dropped here, it didn't have to be a desert because it's got the Pendlehaven. I could activate and then pump my factory to take care of that elf. That 2/3 elf with a 3/3 factory. Why didn't I do it here? I was afraid of the crumble, actually, because he had the green open. So I didn't want to risk losing my land here. Something I cannot afford to lose right now. I need this ramp. I need the mana. I could take the 2 damage. I don't know if it was the right play or not, you know, but I just I couldn't risk it. Couldn't risk it. If there wasn't a green open, I would have did it 100%. But he got in my head with his what do you call it? Crumbles, you know. All right, 2 deserts. One more, and I can stop. I can kill this elf. Ooh, there's the Hive. Paid 5 mana for it. What a card. If I can get a green, I can drop a Song now and just smash him with a 5/5, and well, the 2/2 wouldn't really help. So maybe I could drop another Song or something like that, or a 4-cast artifact, or even the 3 mana Disrupting Scepters. So the 2 come in. My desert's tapped, so not stopping an elf here. Ooh, some acceleration for him. He's got a Soul Ring. Can I get a Soul Ring? Let's see. Oh, man. I guess whatever I drew wasn't really helping me. 13-20 right now. And I'm in the tank a bit. Tapping 1 desert and the factory. I'm coming in with the factory, looks like. Yeah, because he's got the white and blue available. There was no possibility of a crumble here. And I guess he could have had a disenchant, but that's okay. I came in and I made my mark. Down to 18 on his side. City of Brass for him. That makes my Filwar Stone even better. Because now I can get red out of him. Any color I need, really. And he attacks with the elves. He pumps 1, and I desert 1 away. I'm down to 10 now. But, hey, I killed an elf. I didn't have the mana to make a wasp token, but that block wouldn't have saved me. It would have just saved me 2 damage. I would have took 1. I would have lost 5 mana. It felt better what happened. Not that I had the mana to make a wasp token anyway. And what do we got going on here? Man, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to lose that factory. I got just barely 5 mana. And what am I going to do? Pay 5 every turn to stop his 2/3 elf? I can't do that. I can't live like that. I'm coming in for 2. There is no crumble. Bro, I'm down to 16 here. Oh no! Recall at the end of my turn. I'm going to go super fast forward here. Just because... Oh no, I didn't do it here. I'm going to fast forward at some point when he recalls. So he's got a big fat hand now. And a lot of mana. Ooh, even more mana with the Lotus. And he didn't drop a land yet this turn. Alright. Is that an attack? Looks like it. I'm taking it. I go down to 8 here. Oh, you're playing too rough with me, Chad. You're playing too rough with me. I can't handle this with this deck. Although I did pump this deck up a little bit from this incarnation, and I spruced up to 1.5, and I'm playing sort of the same deck right now, actually. Oh, regrowth on that recall, but I did take out the mana batteries. the hives are still in there. All right, here's the fast forward. Second recall. He's got so many cards ahead now. Oh, drops his land. Paying mana. What are we going to see happen? He's got mana floating too. A Carlos from that Soul Ring. There's the Dib. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do I even have 2 white? Yeah, I can Wrath. But he's got so many cards in hand. Oh, even if I had a Wrath in hand, I don't know if I'm going to do it. Because I expect him to just keep dropping monsters, you know, and I don't know if I can keep up with that. And as it is right now, I can make a Hive token and block his Dib each turn. But his, and I could still make it, yeah, I have a 3/3 factory to stop the elf. So it's just ticking him away. His 1 damage during his upkeep. So I'm in a fine spot. There's no reason to throw the White Wrath down if I have it. Hopefully I know this at this point. Probably not. What? He's got a lot of mana. He's got a lot of options. Comes in. I make my Hive token. I block the Dib. And yeah, there is no mana left to stop that elf. It's hit me for 2. I go down to 6. He still has all that mana open. What are we going to see? He's got a lot of cards in hand. Throw something down. Give me a target. I got 5 cards. So I'll get a life of my upkeep as long as nothing bad happens. He's taking a damage here from his city. He's playing a what do you call it? Beast. Guardian Beast. So his Soul Ring is indestructible right now. And any other artifacts he plays, so long as the Beast is untapped. And I think it's a 2/3 or something like that. So 2, I would take 4 next turn. We'd have 3 if I did the same trick. But no, here's the Wrath. I say it's time. Clear this out. Can't handle it. And that's fine. That's a strong play. I'm free to come in for 2. I did risk the disenchant there, but that's fine. I need to take away his life when I can. And I still have 5 mana to make hives if I need to. So it would be an acceptable loss at this point. In fact, he might even be better off just chaining my hive or the ivory tower. And it's on him. Ooh, man, it's a lot of mana. That's a Serra Angel. Come on. Alright, same thing though. I could just pay 5 mana and stop that Angel and force him to play a second creature before I cast another Wrath. And that's what I want to do. I want you to play out your cards, and I don't want to waste Wrath. I never want Wrath to be a 1-for-1. I want to be able to, hold you at bay and get a 2 or 3-for-1 out of my Wraths. It's just so strong. Maze of Ith was too expensive to play in this format that this deck was created for, so it's not in here, but it's a good card to have in here. I throw Disintegrate at that Serra actually for 4. Probably not a good play. Then again, it probably just means I'm not holding on to a Wrath, but I could have waited until he played a second creature. Or no, I couldn't, because then I have to tap for that, and I wouldn't be able to make a Hive token. So I guess the 1-for-1 just seemed like the way to go here. And there's an Ernie. Yikes. It just doesn't stop with this guy. Just one crazy monster after another. Dib, Ernie, Serra. And there's a Winter Orb. That means I can't make Hive tokens anymore. And that hurts. It really does. Am I even close to having Tron? No. All I have is a Mine. So, what can I do here? I can activate the factory and block the Ernie. That's be 2-3 damage. I can tap either a desert or another factory to get 4 damage. So I'm 1 off of trading with that Ernie. But I throw out the extra artifact, the Mana Rock, because I need to be able to, you know, compete with his Winter Orb. And he's got a Soul Ring. I don't know how many cards I have in my hand. Maybe I got Life Gain help me a little bit or not. But I just said, yeah, hit me for that full Ernie, I think. I don't see a way that that's not going to happen right now. No, boom, there it is. 4 damage. I'm at 4. What was I thinking? Oh, I'm at 3. Disenchant the orb. Okay. That's fine. Give my mana back. I'm back in the game. Fine play. Fine play. Maybe rushed. Maybe I should have just... No, because I couldn't make Hive tokens without that. Alright. Had to be done. And now I could stop the Ernie. I could double activate factories and have a, you know, trade one factory for that Ernie. No problem. So I'm going to find position. And I could do both that and activate the Hive and start building up a flying army even at this point. Being at 3 is scary, but I don't think he's got any bolts in that deck. I don't think being at 3 matters so much. Ooh, a disenchant. Alright, that changes the game a little bit. So now I can still do 5 damage to that Ernie though. I can activate the factory, tap it to buff itself to a 3, and double desert. So it'll be B blocked, and I'll take the 2 damage after the combat from the deserts, erasing the Ernie from the board. So I'm not out of it yet. What was that? What would that take? That would leave me with still 5 mana, so I can still make a Hive token. Of course, I need to be careful with that City of Brass tapping because, well, I'm at 3. Come on. There's a Hive token, blocking the Ernie. And that's fine, too. I don't know why it had to happen like that. I don't know why I... Oh, I know. Because if I do activate the factory to block and he disenchants it on activation, then there is no blocker to stop the Ernie. So it's safer to create the Hive token, I guess. But the same thing applies. You know, as soon as the Hive token comes into play, before it declares a blocker, it can get disenchanted. The same as the factory. So I probably messed that up there. I probably should have went with the factory. And this is a lot of mana. What am I doing? Disintegrate. Is that aimed at him for full 7? Ooh, oh, mana drain. Oh, that's not okay. That's not okay. Now, my only hope here is that he can't use that 8 mana during his next main phase and burns him to death. And that's what we're checking in right now. We're trying to find out if X is 0 or he gets the full mana. So, you know, I just went to whatever the first site is that said mana drain ruling on it. And these guys are like, yeah, you get the full mana, full X value goes in your pool in his first main phase. So before he gets to attack, he's got to spend this mana or he burns to death. So, and he only needs to spend 2 or 3 mana, I think. It's 8 he has in the pool. So he's got to spend 2 mana. If he can spend 2 colorless during his main phase, he's got the game. During his first main phase, that is. And he can do that by dropping like a factory and just activating it. But let's see what happens. This is intense. So this is 8 mana. Carlos sitting there. Oh man. He tries to attack with the Ernie. I'm like, nah, you'll burn. You need to spend some mana before you attack. And does he have a way to do it? Is that 4? Okay, 4 spent. Oh no, reconsidering. 3 spent, plus a blue, or a green rather. Okay, another Ernie. So right there, already he's safe. But he's got other stuff to spend it on. Oh, is it Dib? Yikes. I went all in with this too. And again, are you kidding me? Oh man. That is just brutal. Oh jeez. Well, that is just going to be game then, right? I can't stop an Ernie with what I have on the board. That's game. Congratulations, Chadster. Well played. What a good time to be holding a mana drain. Man, good game, sir. Good game. Hey, if you like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm just a few off of my 200 mark right now in subscribers. So hit that button. And if you really dig me, check me out on Patreon. Baron Nick. Link will be in the description. This is Baron Nick. and I am done here.